Freaking out, man. You can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth.
What do all men in power want? More power.
And now, broadcasting live on GMN from an undisclosed location in the Arizona desert. Italian by birth, American by choice. Songwriter, poet, freedom activist, Luca Zanna with Love, Guns, and Freedom.
All systems go.
Don't tread on us. We're not afraid.
Have you ever met someone on an online dating site and thought, wow, this guy is perfect for me, or she is simply amazing, only to find out they were hiding a deep, dark secret? They plan to vote for Hillary. FreedomLovers.us was created for singles who want to exchange ideas and a love for freedom. People who are looking for solutions to create and defend freedom in the real world, and at the same time, getting that once-in-a-lifetime chance to find their true soulmate. Whether you are interested in meeting your soulmate, making new friends, networking, or hanging out with that like-minded liberty lover, visit freedomlovers.us. It's the first free dating site and community. So patriots, don't waste your time with other dating sites. freedomlovers.us is the place where like-minded singles really click.
You're listening to Love, Guns, and Freedom with Luca Zanna, and we are right now during the third hour. We will talk today about this new concept of dating and introducing to you singles from all over the world. Singles who believe in freedom, singles who believe in the principle of also our republic and our constitution. Even if you are from another country, let's say Canada or Europe, that's okay. All we care that we believe in the universal principle of human rights as individual rights, not government, how would you say, Tony? Not government privileges, right? Are you there, Tony?
Right, exactly.
Perfect. So, Tony, please introduce yourself.
I'm Tony. I currently live in Oklahoma. I'm a computer programmer, and I'm definitely someone who fights for the rights of my people and our liberties, because I believe that the United States was established to allow us freedoms, rights, liberties, and enjoyment of life. And I really, really believe that we're losing touch with what the Founding Fathers were looking for and trying to grow. And I'd like to see my country go back to where it was.
Oh, excellent, excellent. And I would like to ask you, Tony, before we go into details, or your political or your even just ideals, your values that you believe. Let's talk a little bit about you. I don't like to ask to ladies your age, but to have an idea, what type of man would you like, or at least what type of age?
Well,
you know.
I mean, I'm not embarrassed to share my age. I am 50 years old.
Okay.
I'll be 51 this year. Actually, in 2 months, I'll be 51. And I mean, I'm pretty open. I do have a almost 27-year-old son. So obviously I don't date people that are my son's age. That's wrong. No, I just, I mean, I'm open. I just like to know people that have similar, beliefs. Don't want to argue with me over my beliefs because I don't feel that's right. I think we all are entitled to believe what we feel in our hearts. And I like to know that there are people out there that are fighting on behalf of this country and want to see things, the right way, not the way things are today.
If you want, let's say, if you could choose an historical or even just a modern political leader, okay, in our republic, who would be your special person, that special person that you would...
Right now, actually, one of my favorite people was a former representative, Tom Tancredo, and I know you're very familiar with Tom.
Yes, I was
from back in the Minutemen days.
Yes, and I was also in 2005 in Vegas. I was so. Remember that?
I have a lot of passion for Tom because of the things he did with regard to immigration. I am one of the IT workers who was impacted by the guest worker visas. And he did a lot to help us, not to mention the fact that his fight against the illegal aliens coming over the border. I feel very strongly about that. And the fact that he actually stepped down and believed in term limits. And he walked away when he felt his term was up. He's now running for governor of Colorado. I just met him a few months ago when we had a protest, the anti-Holder protest, where Holder never showed up in Oklahoma. I don't know if you had heard about that.
Yes, I did.
But
I did.
I was at that protest, and I actually finally met Tom Tancredo for the very first time there. And he's actually someone I respect and have respected for years. And I would love to see him back in office somewhere, whether it be governor of Colorado, but I'd like to see him at higher levels in the U.S. government and to try to share those values for the people of my country, because he's an amazing man, and I respect him very much.
If I can ask you, are you right now single? Are you divorced? What is your status?
I'm single.
Okay. What are you looking for in the special person that could share with you your life and also your values?
Someone who's fun, someone who, granted, my son's grown. I was a single parent and raised him, so a lot of my time was spent raising my child. And I'm at the point in my life where I want to have fun. I want to enjoy life. I want to go. I'm in Oklahoma, granted, but I'm looking to move to either Colorado or Oregon because I love the mountains. And I want to be able to go back to the mountains and enjoy the peaceful life there, the cold weather, the snow, and be able to go snowboarding again. Just do things that I enjoy, and someone that would want to share that. But someone who definitely will stand up for what they believe in, and someone who wants to enjoy life.
Excellent. And if you could describe yourself, we have all weak points and we have also strength. What is your biggest strength as a human being, as a woman? And what is, according maybe to others, sometimes it's difficult to talk about ourselves, but what do you think is your worst, or at least the thing that you need to work a little bit on about your personality?
Okay, my strengths, I'm very intelligent. I'm a very hard worker. I really go after the things that I want. And, sometimes it's a challenge for myself to prove that I can do it. So that would be probably my strengths. And as far as my weakness, I think I'm overly vocal sometimes.
Okay.
And, I'm not going to put up with crap. I did when I was young, and I learned, how to stand up for myself. So I stand up for myself and the things I believe in. And a lot of people don't really like that too much, especially from a woman. But that's who I am, and it's not going to change.
Do you believe in the zodiac and the astrology?
I'll read my sign.
And what is your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Virgo. Okay, interesting. Because you know what? I am not really I don't take it like a complete 100% science, but if done in a very scientific way, could be very good to at least describe the basic personalities. For example, I was thinking you were a Virgo. You sound like a very intelligent person, also very meticulous, and I think you have also a brain for science, in my opinion. And this is just,
yes.
And I see Virgo characteristic. They are pretty much close to that, at least as a generic sign, But excellent. What is for you the real, the first date, okay, that you would like to enjoy with with a special person? Where you would like to meet this person? What is your ideal date?
My ideal date? Oh, God.
I don't know. At the range.
That's a good one.
At the rally. At the bar. I don't know. That's why.
No, I don't do bars anymore. I did that when I was young. It's not the place to meet men. That's
okay.
where my son's father came from. I don't know. Just somewhere relaxing where you can just, not only enjoy the person, but have a good atmosphere, and maybe there'll be mountains. Because I love the mountains. That's something I really miss. I like, just being able to go and see all the beauty, because there's so many places in this country that are so beautiful, and for me, the peace is in the mountains. It's just the way it is. So I probably would want to go
Nice hike.
to the mountains or something like that.
Perfect. What is it really the biggest turnoff that you could find in a man?
Oh man.
Okay, just
I think
at least
arrogance.
one. Arrogance.
I think just being all about themselves. I know a lot of men that just that's how they are, and it's just it doesn't work for me. I want someone who's kind and respectful. Guys, no.
I hear that you like dogs. How many dogs do you have?
Love dogs.
How many dogs do
Guys,
you have?
Cookie.
Don't worry, it's okay. We can
I
hear
have several.
several
I
dogs.
have about 7. Yes.
7. Wow. So let's say
I have a pack.
you're a nice pack. So the man or the special person that would come into your life.
I'm gonna hold on 1 second.
We are here on the air with Tony from Oklahoma, and she's the single of the day. And if you don't like dogs, you better stay out.
I'm back.
There we go. So the special person should be, of course, into dogs, at least into
Of
any.
course.
What's about cats? Do you have also any cats? Can they live?
I have no cats. I've never had a cat. It's just, I grew up with a dog. I grew up with a German Shepherd, so I've always had that attachment to the dogs. And it's not that I love animals. So, I'm one that wants to go out and play with the Bundy cattle because I'm like, man, if I were closer, I'd be out there with the babies feeding them. So I love animals, and it's just dogs are my thing. I love the closeness, and they're very comforting.
What is your latest book that you read? If there's any special book that you enjoy reading?
Everything I read pretty much is on the internet. I don't read a lot anymore. I just, a lot of times my life is about working and relaxing.
Okay.
So I don't spend a lot of time reading anymore.
What is your favorite talk radio show?
Your show.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you very much. Beside me, that I'm kind of, a newbie, is something like, one of these bigger show. Any show that would you like also to represent your mindset beside mine? By the way, Love Guns and Freedom.
I can't remember the name of his show, but there's a guy out in, I believe it's Ohio, and he does a lot of stuff with overpasses. I'm also a member of Overpasses for America. And he's really good. He touches on a lot of the same subjects.
Okay.
And I think a lot of us are just like-minded, and it's nice to hear people be able to express their opinion and not be afraid, and know that we're fighting for a common goal.
Yes. And the last thing I want to ask you, if you could identify in a political spectrum, they call it Republicans, they call it Democrats, they call it Libertarians, they call it Constitutionalists, they call it, pretty much, they give you a name on everything. And I understand.
Right.
Just to help somebody else to know you better, what would be your label if you want to put yourself?
Right now I'm independent, but I fall probably more closely with the Constitutionalists because I'd like to see us follow the path of the Constitution. And really limit the government and what they're doing, and allow us to have the rights and freedoms and liberties that were set forth when this country was established.
Perfect. This was Tony from Oklahoma, and any man out there, any serious man out there that also maybe lives already on the mountains, like Colorado or any other place that has beautiful mountains, Tony is willing to maybe evaluate some offer to relocation, right?
Oh yeah, well I have land in Colorado and Oregon, so
wow.
I'm just here trying to get the funds to pick it up and move.
Okay.
So I'm definitely going out that way. It's a matter of time right now.
Which part of Colorado do you have land?
I have Colorado land it's in the southern part down by Alamosa.
Perfect. So listen, Tony, I wish you luck. And please don't forget to freedomlovers.us. You can set up a free account, put a photo and all the information, and it's free. It's a new Dead Inside that I'm launching. I'm very excited, and I hope to see you there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have you ever met someone on an online dating site and thought, wow, this guy is perfect for me? or she is simply amazing, only to find out they were hiding a deep, dark secret. They plan to vote for Hillary. FreedomLovers.us was created for singles who want to exchange ideas and a love for freedom. People who are looking for solutions to create and defend freedom in the real world, and at the same time, getting that once-in-a-lifetime chance to find their true soulmate. Whether you are interested in meeting your soulmate, making new friends, networking, or hanging out with that like-minded liberty lover, visit freedomlovers.us. It's the first free dating site and community. So patriots, don't waste your time with other dating sites. freedomlovers.us is the place where like-minded singles really click.
And there was an interview with Tony. Tony from Oklahoma. This is Luca Zanna on Love, Guns, and Freedom. This is the segment, the hour about love. As I said, we talk in this hour about recipes, things that we can enjoy life, and of course the opportunity to connect to the special one. The special one who believes in the same values that we do. In this case, we believe in love, and we believe in freedom. We believe in individual liberties. So, I would like to remind you this. First of all, I would like to thank Peter Santilli and GMN, Guerrilla Media Network, to create this spot, this commercial, to promote and trying to share the information regarding the new project that I'm launching. It is called FreedomLovers.us. FreedomLovers.us. It's the first dating service, free, for like-minded people who believe in the principle of individual rights. And let me give you one more detail. For example, you go to the website, freedomlovers.us. When you go there, you will see that there is a page, pretty much explain to you what you get, I mean, let's start, first of all, you have a great opportunity to meet like-minded people. You don't have to date necessarily. You don't even have to be single necessarily. You could be just a person looking for friends, for networking with other like-minded people. But for sure, this is also a big dating site. When you go there on the homepage, there is a button called Enter with the shape of a heart. You enter there and search. When you enter there, you will see that you will be directed to the real core, the real program of this dating site, freedomlovers.tv. When you go there inside, you will find out that this is much more than just a site where you can upload your photo and little description about yourself. Of course, we want that. That's the most important thing. You want to present yourself, introduce yourself, and more important, you want to share your political views, your socioeconomic views, your lifestyle views, because it's also about the way you live your life. Remember, politics is not just an abstract concept. It represents us in a way that also is the way that we would like to have the freedom to live our life. So when you go there, you can upload a little short video about yourself. So it's very nice and it's free. And there is also a lot of different type of characteristical extra that you can use and enjoy for free. For example, you have a flash chat. You can chat live in different environments. You can also pick a 3D chat, like you can find different places like the stadium or the bar. You can get this little avatar character. You can go there and chat with somebody. Then you have, of course, what I like a lot also is the area for the games. You can play little games where you invite somebody, play and have a little game and just to socialize. Also, don't forget there is the instant messenger, and you can also create some sort of a flick classifieds. You can put a classified section, enter whatever product you have. We have different classified sections, and they are free. I can sell or buy items, okay? And don't forget also, I think is very important, this is your personal blog, that you can pretty much share your ideas, your opinion, and let people know little more about you. So I hope with your help, we can create a very beautiful, freedom-oriented community of freedom-loving people. And don't forget, freedomlovers.us, the free dating site and community for freedom-loving singles. Also, I would like to remind everybody who's listening that this opportunity that I created in this segment of the show to be on the air with me, when we can introduce you to our audience, it's free. All you have to do is send me an email. You go to Zanna, Zanna, @zanna.us, that's my email, or go to the website lovegunsfreedom.com, and you will see there is a section also, the section for love. There is a little heart on the top of the head page, of the banner, the little heart, and you click on the heart, and you will go to the section of love. And there you will see that it's so simple. If you want to be on the air, all you have to do, send me an email and send me a photo, little description about yourself, and I'll be happy to contact you, and I can introduce you to our audience. Somebody called me, I am a Democrat. Maybe your audience, we don't care about party. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, or Independent. It is not about the party. It's not about the parties. It's about freedom. Party is just, for me, says nothing. It's about if you believe in freedom, if you believe in the respect of each other's, if you believe the government has not the function in our life to pretty much tell us what we should do or we shouldn't do, unless, of course, we infringe on other people's rights. So, please, help me out. Go out there, go to freedomlovers.us, send me an email, and I'll be happy to be your host and to be also your matchmaker. This is Luca Zanna. Thank you very much for listening, and talk to you next week with new freedom lovers from the USA, but also from Europe and around the world. Ciao. Let me dedicate one of my poems for you, to all the freedom lovers from around the world.
For you, I would like to be a tear, born from your eyes, live on your face, die on your lips. For you, I would like to be an angel, always staying by your side, never leave you alone in the darkness of this life. For you, I would like to be the wind, blowing softly through your hair, caressing you all night, sailing together in the sky. For you, I would like to be the ocean, let you swim to my arms, let you sink into my love, never leave you alone. For you, I would like to be the world and everything to you, but tonight I'm just a man, and I love you.
GMN is not your parents' news network. RadiationDefender.com, your source for the Health Ranger's most important product to date, Cesium Eliminator. Developed by food science researcher Mike Adams, this patent-pending proprietary formula of zeolites and other ingredients called Cesium Eliminator helps support your body's natural elimination of lethal cesium isotopes. Visit RadiationDefender.com and discover why Cesium Eliminator is designed to stop irradiating your body from the inside out by removing Cesium-137, a cancer-causing radioactive isotope which will contaminate our soil for the next 200 to 300 years. After Fukushima,
Fear Potion potassium iodide salesmen grow the plume and sold products which do absolutely nothing to rid the body of harmful radiation after this nuclear disaster. If you are interested in removing cesium from your body, throw away your potassium iodide and replace it immediately with Cesium Eliminator. Go to radiationdefender.com and order your supply today.
Hi folks, Ronnie McMullen here, talking to you about the immune system. As a talk show host, one of the major topics is health. It seems there are powers that be that want and desire the public to be sick. These are huge topics discussed in my show, but there is a way to combat this sick system. Life Change Tea. Life Change Tea is an all-natural product that gently cleanses your inside, gives you more energy, and builds your immune system. All organic and a natural weapon against toxicity. Customers have been buying year supplies to make sure they're prepared and healthy. Interested? You should be. Log on to getthetea.com. That's getthetea.com, or you can call us direct at 928-308-0408. That's 928-308-0408. On the Ronnie McMullen Show, these topics get covered. On the Get the Tea website, these topics are addressed. Get rid of the dis before ease. You'll just be left at ease. That's getthetea.com.
Aloha, this is Tahiti Joe, the maker of Tahiti Joe's Hot Sauces and the Maui Pepper Company.
After inventing his delicious Polynesian hot sauce, Tahiti Joe wanted to make another gourmet hot sauce that his lady would enjoy.
After a wild, passionate weekend on the islands, he thought, wow, she's not only hot-blooded, she's also half Italian.
With that in mind, Tahiti Joe created a tropical-style garlic hot sauce his lady would crave.
Now, Tahiti Joe's Tropic Garlic Hot Sauce has become the #1 garlic hot sauce on the market.
Tahiti Joe and his sisters dedicated Tropic Garlic to their father because he's their big kahuna and it's his favorite.
All of our sauces are made with a beautiful array of ingredients with no preservatives added, and are prepared with a tropical passion for the perfect balance of flavor and heat delivered directly to you.
www.tahitijoeshotsauces.com.
With email, Skype, Facebook, Twitter, and cell phones, we're more connected than ever before. But there are huge privacy and security problems with all of them. Things are being blocked where they're needed most, where people are fighting for their beliefs. Now, wouldn't it be nice if there was a way to replace Skype, Facebook, email, and messaging with something more secure so you can communicate freely? Ready to change the world? Introducing Unseen, the first free, secure, and private communication platform. Secure chat, secure messaging, secure content delivery, like nothing else. Unseen gives you the key to freedom. You have the power to change the world. Sign up now for free to give freedom.
Infidel Body Armor, made in the USA, an Oath Keeper and disabled veteran-owned business in Texas, selling to U.S. patriots concerned about any type of ballistic threats when it hits the fan. Not just law enforcement and military. The engineers at Infidel have designed lightweight, wearable, and durable body armor with life-saving reliability, made with military-grade steel and capable of withstanding hit after hit from high-velocity, large-caliber rounds. From rapid deployment systems to tailored models, Infidel Body Armor has all the right gear, especially suited for any grid-down situation. Infidel Body Armor sold at a fraction of the typical cost for police and military gear, which is designed to be replaced after ballistic impact. Remember, in the middle of societal collapse, replacement ceramic and Kevlar will not be easily found. Infidel's Armor Combo with plate carrier, front and back plate start at $375. Visit GorillaMediaNetwork.com/infidel to check out Infidel's Body Armor and make sure you let them know you heard about them on the Gorilla Media Network.
Learn how one woman with diabetes had neuropathy pain in her feet go away and her blood sugars come into a more healthy range. In 10 months, one woman got off Prozac after taking this one supplement. In 2 months on this same supplement, one boy's chronic constipation went away and his speech problem cleared up for the first time in his life. Learn how this one supplement is creating a multitude of unique and inspiring stories that can be heard on this free recorded message at 866-844-1047. That's 866-844-1047.
If you enjoy the outdoor life or are preparing for any type of emergency, then you will need the world-renowned Kelly Kettle. The Kelly Kettle is an outdoor camp stove and kettle used to boil water ultra fast. The Kelly Kettle is the original water boiling kettle that works ultra fast using only sticks and twigs or whatever else you find that will burn. Don't waste your precious resources on heavy batteries and fuels. For over 100 years, this unique kettle has made boiling water in the outdoors quick and easy, even in the most extreme weather conditions. Whether you are cooking or boiling, you will appreciate the compact, lightweight design, super reliability, and a rugged durability that will last a lifetime. If your life depended on the features of an outdoor pro at a casual camper price, you would go to www.kellykettleusa.com. Enter Pete10 for 10% off whichever Kelly Kettle size fits you or your family best.
Here we go, guys. Welcome to Love, Guns, and Freedom, the third hour. We talk about love. We talk about recipes. Recipes that means living well as the best revenge against our enemies. But also try to enjoy recipes that are good for our health, also for our pocket. And also if you believe that we may face, or we're already facing, a time of scarcity of food, or at least increases of price, I believe that it's a great recipe today I would like to share with you that it fits, first of all, your belly in an incredible way. It's tasty, delicious, and it's healthy. And also, it is complete. You have all the proteins you need. It's just one meal, and it's very economic. And for survival people, for preppers, it is great because you can really stock up with these items. Now, the name of the recipe is called pasta e fagioli. This is the Italian name. It's called pasta and beans. I know there are many ways probably to make it, but I'll share with you the way my grandmother used to make it for me. Now, I'm recording directly here in my kitchen. As you can hear, there's a kind of different environment. We have a pot right now that we're going to put on very low temperature. And the first ingredient that we need is extra virgin olive oil, okay? And we put about 3 or 4 tablespoons on this pot, extra virgin olive oil. This is our first basic ingredient, good extra virgin olive oil. Good for your health, it's a vitamin E and different type of elements you need to survive and thrive. Now, just to let you know, as you can hear, my tone of voice is kind of interesting because I've been appetizing on my organic red wine. That is pretty much the wine that I would suggest you to pretty much eat along this beautiful meal. Now, regarding the ingredients, pasta e fagioli, first elements that you need, first ingredient is the pasta. For this type of pasta, any type of short pasta would do it. For example, rigatoni, pennette, small pasta. I'm using a pasta that you can find also if you live in the US at Walmart. It's called De Cecco, D-E-C-E-C-C-O. It's the brand. But the specific pasta I'm using is called Orecchiette, O-R-E-C-C-H-I-E-T-T-E. It's a very good pasta, in my opinion, especially for this type of combination, pasta and beans. Okay, we put about 4 or 5 tablespoons of olive oil, extra virgin, on this pot, temperature low. Okay. Now, at this point, we must have 3 ingredients, the basic, I call it like the trinity of the Italian cuisine. It's carrot, onion, and celery. I always use organic ingredients. When you can, grow them, otherwise try to get organic. Believe it or not, you want them fresh, because these ingredients, they're simple, but you need the best quality to make the best meals. Now, let me put my microphone down so you can hear the sound on me chopping these ingredients. We'll start with the celery. Okay, we're chopping in a very simple way. We have probably about like a couple of nice little branches of celery. Nothing needs to be much, but for 1 pound of pasta, I will consider about at least a couple of little branches of celery. Then 1 small onion. Now I'm starting with the onion. This is the onion. chopping the onion. The small pieces, nothing fancy. Now, the onion is chopped, celery is chopped. We go with the carrots. We got a couple of small, medium-sized carrots. This is for the flavor. This is pretty much going to be the base of our flavor. Onion, celery, and carrots. Now, I have pretty much my base that we just said, chopped. What I'll do next, the oil in the pot is pretty much now warm, okay? You don't want to fry it. You don't want it too hot. You don't want to burn. But you want to start to saute, if you want to use this word, for a few minutes, at least about 4 or 5 minutes, these 3 ingredients. Now, let's ready to drop these 3 ingredients into the pot. Here we go. Here we go. We got this beautiful organic mix of onion, carrots, and celery. Now, the onions start to be warm, and what I do, I start to mix them up. Meanwhile, we start to saute this trinity, as I call it. We must look at the pasta. This pasta says pretty much that it takes about, according to the directions of the manufacturer, or the brand, probably about 11 minutes for cooking the pasta. The pasta is going to be the last element that we will add. Before we add the pasta, we must, of course, cook, or at least start to cook, these 3 ingredients that we just said. Now, we need the beans. Which beans? Good question. If you have dry beans, big bags, that's great. Takes a little extra time. You need, of course, normally put them in underwater for the night before. Otherwise, it would take a little extra time in cooking them. But it's a great cost-effective way. Honestly, I suggest you that because they're not in any type of can. And we know cans, they're always something that could create some sort of residual from metals, aluminum, or whatever. But if you don't have time, and once in a while it would be not a big deal, if you have some organic, good quality of beans in cans, I would suggest you to get at least 2 cans of beans. If you have no organic beans, that's fine. Get whatever beans you can. But for this recipe, we need 1 pound of short pasta. As I said, for this situation, I'm using orecchiette, and 2 cans of beans. So it's pretty simple. As you can see, the ingredients, they are very simple and economic. With 1 pound of pasta, I can serve at least 4 people, believe it or not, especially when I add the beans. And I'm saying 4 people eating well. By myself, probably I would go for me another person because I eat kind of a lot when it comes down to pasta. But now, meanwhile this is cooking, let's take 1 second break, and we will come back, and I'll show you when to add the beans and what to do next. Don't go away. As you can hear, I am recording right now. I am exactly monitoring the frying of the carrots, celery, and onions. They're looking beautiful. You don't want to burn them. You want to make them almost little gold, okay? Sauté, the French word, I know that, but in Italiano I would say soffriggere leggermente, okay? Soffriggere, sauté. Little fry, but you're not really frying, you just make them almost like goldish. Now, these are cooking right, they're looking great. Start to cry now with the onion, sorry. Now I go with the beans. After about 4 or 5 minutes that I saute the garlic, the onions, celery, and carrots, I pour the beans. 2 cans of beans directly. 1 and 2. As I said, you can also use dry beans. They're really good even more cost effective. But just to give you an idea, I got these beautiful organic beans out of, I think it was Smith. I paid like $1 for each box, for each can. Okay, so far I have $2 and change for those two organic beans. I have another $1.40, no more than $1.50 for this beautiful pound of orecchiette de cecco. Carrots and onion, one onion, 1 or 2 carrots, and celery, maybe, I don't know, another $1 there. So we got 2, 3.5, let's say less than $5. Less than $5, I can completely feed more than 4 people at least. And there is the final ingredient, is the secret ingredient that completely gives the full spectrum of amino acids to complete this meal. Remember, there are 7 amino acids in a protein to make it complete. If you don't have all the 7 amino acids, you may have some deficiency in your diet. That means you're not going to die immediately, but you may start to have lack of proteins. So, to complete the beans, because beans by themselves, they need some extra element. They are not complete. When you add carb, like the pasta, and a little bit of cheese, like we will put at the end, in this case we will use any type of cheese you like. I mean, I would suggest if you have Italian cheese like Parmigiano, Parmesan, or Pecorino, it would be great. Even Asiago would be great. But let's say if you live in an area that you don't have access to Italian imported cheese, you can go and get, for example, pepper jack cheese. It's great. Even a little spicy. It's great. So we're talking about for about $5, including the cheese. You don't need much cheese. You have here all the ingredients to have an incredible, delicious, healthy, and nutritious meal. If you're a survivalist, you can stock up with these ingredients very easily. I mean, let's not forget, pasta can last for years. And you can grow, of course, your own celery, your own carrots. That's simple. And beans, you can get 50-pound bags at wholesale prices. And you can load up on beans. And remember, if you were eating just beans without nothing else, it would be kind of boring after a while. And also, as I said before, you would miss some very important nutrients. So, meanwhile, right now, we have this beautiful mix of beans with celery, carrots, and onion all together. And I can increase a little bit the temperature. Okay? Right now we go medium, high. I want to start to get some sort of heat. Okay? They are blending the flavor. Now, I need to start to think about water because I need to cook the pasta in that beautiful mix. So, just to give you an idea, even the water is very important. And the water will also give the flavor to the final meal. If I use water from municipalities where there is very high chlorination or chemicals, well, I got news for you. You are going to feel it, taste it, excuse me. Instead, I try always to use water that's purified or from wells, like my well, and I still get purified water from my well. So it tastes clear, so it tastes fresh and pure. And the meal, even the pasta, is going to taste great. So this is pretty much now we're going to add probably about, let's say, enough water that you can cover all this and leave also extra space to cook the pasta. Because we want to cook the pasta for at least an extra 11 minutes. Okay? So now, I will add the water and then I will tell you a couple extra things. Stay there, don't go away.
He's a songwriter, a poet, a rifleman.
I'm not afraid.
And a constitutional activist.
I'm not afraid.
Italian by birth.
I'm not afraid.
American by choice. Luca Zanna.
I'm not afraid.
And his new CD, Love, Guns, and Freedom. 16 powerful songs on one CD from the heart of a patriot. For download or to order the CD, go to www.lovegunsfreedom.com. That's www.lovegunsfreedom.com. Lyrics for your mind, music for your heart. Gianluca Zanna's new CD, Love, Guns, and Freedom.
Okay, right now we have already a few minutes the water that we just added, the beans and the celery, onions, and carrots. The water is boiling, okay? It's getting almost to the point of boiling. And as the water completely boils, what we have to do, we will add the pasta. Before even the water boils, we need to start to organize here a little bit, two elements we need. Some sea salt and some ground pepper. Very simple. You can start to add right now the ground pepper. You put some ground pepper and some sea salt. If you have Himalaya salt, it's great too. Honestly, it's even better. But sea salt, it is perfect anyway. As I said before, you need to really pay attention to the ingredients, because simple food is going to taste great when you have great ingredients, even details like the salt. And also, it's not just for the flavor, it is also for your health. If you have the right salt, like sea salt with iodide, and also mineral salts like from the Himalaya, I don't know how you say it. Anyway, you're going to nourish your body with the very important elements and minerals that you need. If you get just junk salt, you're going to deprive yourself of something your body really needs. So it's perfect. It's going to taste better, and also it's going to be good for your health. Okay, almost boiling. As we have the pasta boiling, we will come back and the water boiling, we will come back and we will add the final ingredient, the pasta. Okay, as you can listen, can you hear it? The water is boiling, and the beans, carrots, onions, celery, with the oil that we put at the beginning, sea salt and ground pepper, they're doing their job. They're hugging each other. Now, you don't want to put the pasta immediately. You want, even these beans, technically they're already being cooked, okay? They go out of the cans. You want to be sure that the celery is soft, the carrots are soft, the onions, everything is well cooked. And more important, you want to start to see that the water, it gets denser, okay? You don't want to too dense, because you want to be able to cook the pasta for 10 more minutes at least. But you want to do those in a way that you have everything cooked, and the final ingredient we're going to add is going to be the pasta. So you're going to have enough water to leave for the last 10, 15 minutes or 10 minutes, depends how long your pasta directions tells you. You will cook the pasta al dente, okay? So I would let at least 15 minutes right now cook all this at medium level. I also would put, and I will put right now, like the top, so you don't disperse all the water, and it's going to cook better and break the fiber of the beans and all these ingredients, almost becoming a sort of a cream, okay? It's very important. Otherwise, you're going to have just raw beans and raw vegetables with some pasta, okay? And only then, in about 10 minutes, you will add the pasta. So, I'm getting hungry. Don't go away. Okay, final stage of cooking pasta e fagioli with Luca Zanna on Love, Guns, and Freedom. This is the love part, of course. We already did the guns, we did the freedom. Now we gotta eat to fight more battles for freedom. Now, can you hear that? This is a beautiful De Cecco pasta orecchiette. We have, meanwhile, been boiling the water with the beans and all the ingredients I already told you. And the water is looking great, because now it starts to become like almost a soup. And in this little soup with celery, carrots, beans, and onion. Right now, I will drop the pasta, this beautiful pound of orecchiette. Now, the idea is that you want to have all these vegetables well cooked. As I said, these beans, they were in the can, so they don't need to be cooking for hours. The point is, if you use dry beans, you need to cook them for the time. They need to be cooked, so only when they're soft. For these canned beans, about 10-15 minutes, pretty much would do it, like we did so far. Right now, we cover the pasta, the pot, and the pasta is boiling. About 10-11 minutes, I will always just taste them. I want to be sure, and I want to stop this pasta cooking when it's very al dente. That means little hard. The reason why, because this pasta will keep cooking even when the fire is off. So it's very important. The little secret is that you want to turn it off. If they say the pasta needs to cook about 11 minutes, I would turn it off probably about 9 minutes, maybe a couple minutes before. Because then what I'll do, I turn the fire off, cover it up, pour some cheese. We have for today some beautiful pecorino cheese, and let it sit and rest. And that was the recipe of the day, pasta e fagioli, as we say in Rome, or pasta e fagioli, as they say in Italy, or pasta and beans. Okay? I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned. Go to my website, lovegunsfreedom.com. You will see also the final photo of the beautiful recipe, and I also put down all the ingredients for the recipe. Ciao. Okay, guys, and that was the recipe of the day on Love, Guns, and Freedom with Luca Zanna. I will post the recipe on lovegunsfreedom.com with some more details. And as I said, this final segment of the show, it's about love, because after all, I really believe that love is the best weapon to defeat evil and also to preserve ourselves against evil. We are living in very tough times, very challenging times. Sometimes we need to unplug. Sometimes we need to have a little bit of just rest and enjoy our life. As I said many times, the best revenge against our enemies is love, and also is living well. By the way, I really seriously invite you to start to look at, try to think when you go shopping, just don't shop for your day or for your week, but shop in bulk, shop in good, in quantities that you may save money, and also you may find the food that you enjoy, that normally you would use, you would eat. Don't stock up on items like normally you would, for example, you don't like. That's why I like pasta. I understand it's not the most complete element, but I tell you, pasta is dry. It can stay for a long time, especially if it's packed in plastic bags. And I really believe that you can play around with pasta in many ways. So for me, it's kind of a must. I must have it. But there are many other recipes and different type of ingredients we will see and learn together the next few episodes. So just to let you know, another little reminder for our sponsors. As I said, we have the Colorado River Vapor is our sponsor, and I really appreciate it. You can find their information also on our website, lovegunsfreedom.com. They don't just have just a local location, like a physical location. You can also order online. So when you go to lovegunsfreedom.com, the Colorado River Vapor has a beautiful banner on the homepage, and you can click through that and go find out exactly the beautiful items, especially if you like vaping and all the different type of flavors. That would be great. Also, don't forget, if you want to support the show, another important way to do it is to help me out with my music. What I do for a living, one of the things I do, I write songs. So please go to my website, Zanna, ZANNA.us, zanna.us, not .com, but .us. There is all my collection of songs. Even you can download any song for just 99 cents. I appreciate it, and this is the spirit of freedom. We do not extort your money like your government, but we offer you our knowledge, our products in a way of a free market. Thank you very much. This is Luca Zanna on Love, Guns, and Freedom.
Visit WazooSurvivalGear.com, home of the Adventure Bracelet and other wearable survival kits today. For survival bracelets with all of the features you need for everyday challenges, with options for construction materials, individualization, and a wide range of utility features like fishhook, safety pin, whistle, cable ties, fire steel and striker blade, compass, and more. Meant to be disguised in your everyday life and ready whenever you need it. Don't forget to upgrade your Adventure Bracelet to include surgical tubing, first aid tinder fat packs, and a handcuff key. WazooSurvivalGear.com, survival bracelets, survival keychains, do-it-yourself kits, and more. Plus, if you donate $100 or more to the Guerrilla Media Network, we will send you one of Wazoo's wearable survival kits with a custom GMN nameplate as a reminder of our appreciation.
Moms of America know the challenge of feeding their families under the best of circumstances. Now imagine what would happen during an emergency. I'm Susanna Cole with GMN, and we've partnered with the father of the food storage industry to supply our listeners with the essentials of life. We have an individual obligation to become self-sufficient so that none of us is reliant upon the government during a time of need. And of course, women's intuition tells us that we're in big trouble, and we all know that the cost of food is skyrocketing. We see it on the grocery store shelves every day. The time is now to stock up on emergency food supplies. No more waiting. Buy your supplies now, and it's almost guaranteed that your investment is going to increase in value because the price of your supplies will be doubled in the near future. Visit GuerrillaMediaNetwork.com/food to find out more about My Farm in a Box. Ladies, I cannot emphasize enough. Use your woman's intuition and take action now to prepare your loved ones for what you know is coming. Go to GuerrillaMediaNetwork.com/food.
RadiationDefender.com. After a nuclear disaster like Fukushima, you need to eliminate cesium-137 from your body. When cesium-137 travels through the air and contaminates the water, soil will be contaminated for the next 200 to 300 years. And if you take potassium iodide, after you've ingested this cancer-causing radioactive isotope, it's already too late. It's impossible to remove cesium from your body with potassium iodide, and you should return it for a full refund to the vendor who sold it to you. RadiationDefender.com. Developed by food science researcher Mike Adams, this patent-pending proprietary formula of zeolites and other ingredients called Cesium Eliminator helps support your body's natural elimination of lethal cesium isotopes. RadiationDefender.com. Get rid of your potassium iodide and replace it with the only product on the market which can stop irradiating your body from the inside out. Cesium Eliminator. RadiationDefender.com. Since 2006, Heavy Cover Incorporated has been preparing themselves to prepare every American for the coming revolution. A broad range of products has been put together by a U.S. Marine combat veteran who knows all about the importance of quality survival gear. Visit GuerrillaMediaNetwork.com/heavy cover and take a look at the huge selection of items ranging from water storage, books, knives, tools, shelters, lights, and fire starters. You'll love their online store, prices, great customer service, and if you're a GMN listener, you'll especially appreciate their strong belief in defending the U.S. Constitution. Visit GuerrillaMediaNetwork.com/heavy cover, and when you place your order, be sure to let them know you found out about them on the Guerrilla Media Network. Heavy Cover Incorporated, high-quality military, survival, bushcraft, and preparedness gear. Visit the site, and within moments, you'll find many ideas on what you'll need to build your bug-out bag.
The Bill of Rights contains the first 10 amendments of our Constitution. They guarantee the specific freedoms Americans should know and protect. Our liberty depends on it. I'm Dr. Catherine Albrecht, and I'll be right back with an unforgettable way to remember one of your constitutional rights.
Your search engine is watching you, recording all your searches and creating a massive database of your personal information. That's creepy, but it doesn't have to be that way. StartPage.com is the world's most private search engine. StartPage doesn't store your IP address, make a record of your searches, or use tracking cookies, and they're third-party certified. If you don't like Big Brother spying on you, start over with StartPage. Great search results and total privacy. StartPage.com, the world's most private search engine.
Imagine your mom and dad are getting ready for bed. They pull back the covers and find a third party there. He announces, "I'm with the military and I'm sleeping here tonight." That shocking image of a third party in my parents' bed reminds me what the Third Amendment was designed to prevent. It protects us from being forced to share our homes with soldiers, a common demand in the days of our founding fathers. Third party, Third Amendment, get it? So if you answer a knock at your door and guys in fatigues demand lodging, tell them to dust off their copy of the Bill of Rights and reread the Third Amendment. I'm Dr. Catherine Albrecht. More news and information at catherinealbrecht.com.